Hello and welcome to DPN TV here at the DPN Rover car collection. Just a little bit we're doing to our Rover GTA Metro. Actually, it was a job that initially I sort of just got on with and wasn't going to cover, but I thought it might be of interest to you. And basically, as you can see, it's the door pocket we've got in front of us here. And what you may have found if you've got a Metro is that the screw fixing points often break and this pocket comes away from the door. A few years ago it was probably been quite easy to get one from the scrapyard, although often you'll find that the same thing has happened to those, that the fixing points have sort of broken off or fractured, and now it's a lot harder to get them online or in a scrapyard, so we'll probably keep a lookout for a good set. In the meantime, we repair them, and the fault is not they were really badly designed, but I think most people, instead of grabbing hold of this door handle to pull the door shut, pull on the door pocket. And even we, as much as we try, you can always have an accident or forget and just pull on that door pocket, and over a period of time it does put wear on them. So I just thought I'd show you how we are going to get round it on this door pocket. Now we've found it strengthens them to last longer than the normal, and actually it's an easier door pocket to get off than normal, because if you look down there, the speaker stays behind. Now on the earlier Metros, that speaker would have come off with this door and card pockets. You'd have had to disconnected the wires, so removing it is literally a series of Phillips screws. So there's one up in the top corner, a selection along the bottom, there's one there and one over here, and it literally comes off as simple as that. Now if you are going to be removing the whole door card, that's not too bad. Fair amount of screws compared to some cars, though. You've got the speaker that's got 4 Phillips screws. This door handle to remove, what you do basically is pull that off, and in there you'll see there's 2 holes there for some Phillips screws. Of course you've got the little door latch surround that comes off, but this bit gets left behind. Your window winder, and I think that's a little socket on there, and then of course this whole door panel here is sort of fixed on with little plastic clips around that you'd need to remove. I just thought I'd cover that, although we're not doing that for this job. So what I've done, it's one of those things, in some ways you'd rather have a new one, but if you can't get it, it's better to repair the one you've got, and this will do long term, possibly permanently, unless we do come across another set. But again, this is a black finished interior rather than grey. Now a lot of these you'll often find a grey rather than this black finish. But what we've done, you've probably already seen it, is we put in a small little washer here and glue that in with sort of a glue that does plastics and metals. That holds it in to help you when you're fixing it so it's not falling off, but it also goes on to strengthen the plastic that's broken. So if I turn it over, you can see the original plastic has broke away, again probably through age, when you think it's sort of over 25 years this is, and as far as I know we've not changed this one. So we put the washer in, glue it in, and that then becomes the fixing and the strengthening. You don't really see that because it's underneath as well, and that just gives it that little bit of extra strength. And of course here, as you can see, the screw was pulling right through, so this pocket was coming off and the stuff in the door would fall off, and eventually it's going to get completely broken, and then you're not going to be able to repair it. So you find this is the best way and what works best for us. What I'm also going to do is change the screws. The original ones that come out are these ones, which are getting a bit worn, as you can see where the door panel has been off over the years, a little bit worn, and we're going to change them for this new set of silver screws, and they will just go right in the hole there, and hold the door panel on and keep it much more usable, and hopefully and probably a lot stronger, and that has worked for us in the past. and now it's back on. As you can see, you can't even see the little silver washers and silver screws unless you bend right down to look. And those new screws, not only are the heads better, but they hold in to the fixing points a lot more securely and stronger, and hopefully that will last a long time. And as I say, experience on our other Metros is that does work very, very well. As always, we keep a lookout for perfect ones, but it's hard to find. One of the other useful tips, and probably one of the other things that does break them, is actually tightening the screws too much. So what I do is go to their sort of gently tight and just ease back. You don't want them too loose because that will cause problems in itself, but too tight will put stress on the plastic, and even the washers could end up breaking what plastic you've got. So it's well worth doing that also. Hopefully that's just a little video in how we repair the door pockets, and hopefully it's of use to you if it's a problem you're having with your Metro, possibly even other cars. This little tip will work on. As always, thank you very much for watching us here at DPN TV, here at the DPN Rover car collection. Of course, that was a little job on our GTA Rover Metro. Don't forget you can always subscribe to us. Don't forget to like the videos, that always helps. And of course you can find us on Instagram and Twitter as well.